5:39 today, net neutrality rules are officially being rolled back, and that means changes are on the horizon for the internet and all things related to data connections.
But what changes are coming and how do those changes affect internet users? 7X News reporter Matthew Smith is live in the newsroom. And Matt, I guess the first thing people want to know is there a cost to us for all of these changes?
And Keaton, that is the big question, right? There's so much debate back and forth between Republicans and liberals about this that it's getting politicized. But the best answer we can give you right now is probably. Stick with me for just a second, because all of this matters with how much data we're actually using. So there's a group called Domo, a research group, and they did this compiling of what we're using in 2018. In 1 minute, we send 470,000 tweets using the internet. In that same minute, we're looking at 4.3 million YouTube videos. And you think that's big? How about this one right here? I'll flip around my screen for you and show you. We're watching a little bit of Netflix here in between the shows. 97,000 hours worth of Netflix shows are being watched in that same single minute. Think about that. Well, according to Consumer Reports, with deregulation, a few things are possible. First and foremost, paid prioritization. Essentially, internet companies can charge companies like Google, Facebook, and Netflix more money to send you stuff. In other words, you pay extra to get your data to the consumer. If that happens, those companies take a hit, which most assume creates a domino effect. That would mean all of a sudden Netflix may want to charge more to send those 97,000 plus hours worth of data out every single minute. There's also that phrase that you're going to hear much more about, data caps. Now, companies would be allowed to cap how much data you use per month, and when you hit it, you could be charged fees to use more data, or they could actually just slow your service down. Now, keep in mind, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and that includes this lawsuit right here. More than 20 state attorney generals signed on to actually fight back against the changes for net neutrality rules. That means that these changes may not actually be enacted today, even though they can be. And one more thing, the most important thing you can think about right now, those customer agreements. So often we just hit accept and we look right through them. This is mine from AT&T. Keep in mind that they will have to show you a new explanation, if you will, about what they're making changes to. Which means all of this stuff that we're laying out, when they give you a new one coming up anytime now in the coming days, weeks, months, we don't know when, you're going to want to actually make sure you read each and every one. And yes, we are going paper over paper here because there's a whole lot to look through. And this is one of the problems we always talk about. It takes so much time to read this stuff. A lot of us don't realize the changes that are coming. This one will be an important one to read.
My head's swimming now, just looking at all that paper and the fine print that you're about to read through. Yeah.